Without guts, there are no stories, and without stories, there are no legends. Consumers want brands that inspire them. If you don't have a story, you're not relevant, and if you're not relevant, you don't exist. Señor Goldwind has won 15 awards at international advertising festivals because we've always created bold, innovative, revolutionary stories. We've done things no one has done before. We're not an event agency or experiential agency. We're not a branded content agency or a content production company. We're not a promotional agency or a PR agency. We are all of these things and more. Everything we do was born from good ideas that create conversation about brands, making them stand out on social media, on content platforms, on TV and the radio, in the press and on the streets. We've made everything from TV series to global communication platforms, from worldwide corporate social responsibility programs to powerful launch events in more than 30 countries. So far, our brand stories have generated hundreds of hours of TV coverage, 8,800 media reports, more than 5 million video views, and a return on advertising value that far exceeds 100 million euros. These are some of our bravest stories. Londonized by Beefeater. Londonized by Beefeater is a news-making platform that Londonizes millions of Spanish consumers in order to establish Beefeater as the authentic London gin. For example, we're the only agency in the world that has recreated London's famous street markets outside of England by bringing them to Spain. We've installed authentic London phone booths in major Spanish cities, offering free calls to London. And we've even celebrated the 30th anniversary of punk with the founder of the Sex Pistols.
Martillazos contra el estrés es la idea que ha tenido un hotel.
La fregona, el derrumbing, todos son inventos españoles. La séptima maravilla, la Alhambra, y la octava, el derrumbing.
NHD Rooming. Alt. NHD Rooming. NH Hotels was considered an outdated chain by all the customer surveys, so they called us and we created a new kind of anti-stress therapy, transforming the negative energy of their guests into newer and more comfortable rooms. The news quickly traveled around the world. CNN Atlanta, Rai Uno Italy, RTL Germany, all the national channels, and even Nippon TV Japan broadcast the story. The Seagram's New York Hotel. Seagram's Gin wanted to roll out their That's the New York Life global campaign. To do it, we opened the first hotel exclusively for lovers of New York and Spain by Only You Hotels. The 4 best New York cocktail bars, the barbers of Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, and Francis Ford Coppola, the restaurant where Harry met Sally, and the city's best jazz club all helped us to create the best New York experience in history outside of the Big Apple. In just 1 month, the hotel became #1 on TripAdvisor. Tour Ciudadano 00. San Miguel 00 wanted to capitalize on their sponsorship of the Basketball World Cup. So what did? We turned basketball into the Olympic torch. Thanks to the help of thousands of volunteers recruited on social media, we bounced the ball across 5,000 kilometers and 60 Spanish cities. All the national news stations covered the story, and the Gasol brothers joined the effort. Restaurant Mahao. Mahao wanted to reopen a restaurant that existed 100 years ago, so they called us. Thus was born the first restaurant in the world with 26 Michelin stars. The space was transformed in record time, and over the course of 18 nights it hosted themed dinners from chefs like Quique da Costa, Paco Roncero, Ramon Friacha, Ricardo Sanz, and Mario Sandoval. Corona saved the beach. We created Corona's worldwide corporate social responsibility platform. To present it to the international media, we designed and constructed the world's first hotels made out of trash in the middle of Rome and Madrid's Callao Plaza. BBC, CNN, Euronews, and 30 other television networks around the world covered the story. Correga vive a tope. How do you take the stigma away from using dentures? By taking 50 grandfathers to Ibiza for 24 hours of partying. That's how you prove that with Correga you can live life to the fullest. That was the slogan of their global campaign. 2 national broadcasters went along with them on the plane, and you could follow the whole story on YouTube. Audi Q2. Audi asked us for an event that defied labels to launch their newest model in 2016, the Q2. We hired a worldwide street style icon, the Sartorialist, and the best cabaret on the planet, Theo Ibiza. Only the country's most untaggable personalities were allowed to enter, and it was a hit. In the words of Audi's global president, the event marked a new era for the brand in Europe. Jameson Apartments. Jameson has a story straight out of a novel. To tell it, we put on the first theatrical performance in history to take place not in theaters, but in your own living room. In 48 hours, it was sold out online. These are just a few of our stories with guts, but there are more. We've launched HBO Spain. We've dined with Ferran Adrià and Juan Mari Arza. We've pelted the cast of Jackass with oranges. We've celebrated the first snowboarding world championship in the center of a European capital. We've managed to dress 5 TV stars as ship captains. We've created and produced a Muppet show in just 3 weeks. And we've launched the 3rd generation of the most emblematic car in history, the Volkswagen Beetle. This is our philosophy. Dare to create stories that have already become legends. We would love to work with you.